is Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing since 1982. Well, let's get to this week's fly fishing report. Well, quick little announcement. Congratulations to Dan Oliver and Tom Paulson for placing in the 3rd annual trout rodeo that took place last weekend. They did good. In fact, it was a big turnout this year. Let's see if we can make it even bigger for next year. Well, let's start talking about the fishing. Storms came through, but guess what? We can still drive right up to the Upper Owens River, park, walk through the gates, and go fish. And guess what? Trophy trout still in the water. We're still catching them. And what am I catching them on? I know I'm like a broken record, but I have confidence in my flies, so that's why I'm using them. So what am I using? Well, I'm using my stoner pattern, the green gold print sniff, and then we're using Richard's variation of a gold ripped hares there. And then a lot of guys are using flashy patterns like San Juan worms, squirmy wormies, and egg patterns. Okay, where are we fishing them? I'm finding most of the fish in the cut banks, deep holes, and deep runs. Am I just fishing one spot? No, I'm covering lots of water to find the few fish that are there. There's a lot of fishing pressure, so you're just gonna have to cover a ton of water to find the fish. But if you put the effort in, you're gonna get a few fish. You might get 1 or 2 grabs, and only land 1 or 2 fish, but they're there and they're to be had. All right, let's talk about Hot Creek. Well, it's fishing mostly good with nymphs, and I like fishing in the canyon. It's a little faster water. I think the fish just react and take the flies a little quicker than they do in the upper section between the ranch and the canyon. Okay, so what am I fishing there? Well, I'm fishing nymphs in there. And what nymphs am I fishing? Well, same thing kind of up there. It's mostly midge nymphs. And the classics, tiger midges, zebra midges, blood midges. I've been using brassies and soft tackle brassies. And then another kind of throw it in there pattern. Try using a 2-tone brassie. Tie different color wires and put those out. Fish them right down on the bottom. Look for any movement in the indicator, or if you're Euro nymphing, any field, set the hook. Okay, let's head down the hill, Lower Owens River. This is where Dan Oliver won the trout derby this weekend. It's a big trout rodeo. Okay, so what? Are we fishing in there? Well, the mayflies, particularly the blue wing olives, are starting to hatch. Midday, noon to 2, somewhere in that time frame, they're actually hatching, and we're catching them on the surface on size 18 and size 16 blue wing olive parachutes. And then before and after, we're nymph fishing in there. And what am I fishing? Well, I'm fishing olive quilligons, I'm fishing hotspot pheasant tails, and then they're also taking the stoner nymph, which imitates the squala stonefly. And now, let's head over to Bishop Creek Canal. Well, I'd love to tell you it's gotten better, but it hasn't. It's low, it's clear, and it just isn't fishing good. Well, this has been Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I can be found on Instagram, Facebook, Tuesdays at Mahogany Sports, or I can be found on lpptv.us.